Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be making a super last minute Christmas gift. A travel scrapbook. I'll be documenting my planning and creative process so that you can follow along if you ever decide to make your own travel scrapbook. Travel scrapbooking is a fantastic way to commemorate a trip. It's so personal and special, plus it's extremely affordable. I personally don't have tons of money to spend on souvenirs, and even if I did, I'd usually rather spend it somewhere else. So instead, I collect passing trinkets from the trip, like tickets and pamphlets from places that I visited. Sometimes I'll spring for a postcard, which is usually like 25 to 50 cents, or like a commemorative sticker. Then I assemble everything in a scrapbook, complete with journal entries, drawings, whatever I feel like adding. So today is Saturday and Christmas is on Monday. It is like 5 p.m. but that's okay. We're gonna just get right into it. I hate daylight savings. Anyway, this scrapbook is a little bit different because it's about a trip my family went on a long time ago. What I did was I had my parents, I interviewed them. I was like, what was your favorite place that we all traveled together as a family? And they said it was New Zealand, which we visited when I was 7, and therefore I personally don't have many memories from this trip. And so I said, okay, I want you to pick out 10 of your favorite pictures from that trip, and then I want you to write me like a very brief itinerary of what we did on the trip, and I want you to tell me where those pictures fit in the itinerary. But yeah, so what I plan to do with all of that information, I'm going to make a travel scrapbook. It's going to include photographs from the trip, information about the itinerary, lots of artsy stuff, some drawings, interactive elements, and of course, space for my parents to write their memories because they're the ones who actually remember this trip. Just like a really nice, personalized gift that they can just remember this trip that they loved so much. Hi. Okay, so this is what I'm beginning with. An itinerary, photographs, and they're in chronological order, and the scrapbook. I think it was like 2 of these, and I think maybe the whole cost was $15 or so. It was pretty cheap for what it is. Look at it, it's really nice. It kind of accordions out. Wow, there's a lot more pages in here than I expected. And my notebook, where I'm going to take this and I'm going to take notes and try to put together a plan. There are 34 pages in this scrapbook. I'm reading over the itinerary and taking notes of all things that could be relevant. In pink, I'm highlighting locations that were mentioned, and in yellow, I'm highlighting keywords that might lend to interactive elements. So one of the things that stood out to me was caves with glowworms. So we traveled into these caves that had glowworms, and he describes it as, he wrote something really cute. Let me see. Okay, he said, going through the glow cave, which glowed like billion stars in the sky. So he described it as a billion stars in the sky. So that's gonna sort of influence that page. So I'm like taking notes in the margin of things that I can picture and things that I want to be visual. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking these things that I've highlighted and I'm writing down keywords: sand dunes, rode horses, stargazed, sunset, campground, etc. So I'm writing them down on the side, and these are also going to influence the pages. So hopefully these interactive elements plus the locations plus the photographs are going to create a story in which we're going to be able to fill out these 36 pages of scrapbook. So right now I'm matching up the photographs to the location list that I made. Now I'm writing down how many pages each of these things is likely to take up. I'm gonna add them all together. Okay, this is the game plan. I planned out the main elements of each page, including the photographs in chronological order, the interactive elements, and information about what we did. And I spaced things out so that nothing would be too crowded in the scrapbook while also being able to include everything I wanted to include. So what I'm doing now is I'm laying out all the pictures and I'm trying to see which colors are reoccurring the most among all the pictures. And obviously, the whole thing's not going to be like the same three colors, but there's a rule called the 60-30-10 rule, where 60% of whatever you're creating is supposed to be the primary color, 30% is the secondary color, and 10% is for accents. So we're going to choose the color scheme now based off of these pictures. But first I have to take a little break to delete videos off my phone because I'm out of storage. Starting at the very beginning, the title page. It is officially Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve. It is, I think like 2:30 a.m. Everyone else in this household is asleep. I'm trying to keep my voice down. But seeing as it is pretty late, I think I'm gonna call it a night and finish up in the morning. All I got done tonight was a lot of planning. I planned the entire thing, but all I actually physically got done was this. Ta-da! Well, and that. I have 32 pages to scrapbook tomorrow, and I have to go to work tomorrow, which, like, who makes you work on Christmas Eve? But whatever, it is what it is. So good night. I'll see you in the morning. So today I've still got 34 pages to go, which is crazy. I have work in 4 hours, and then I'll be back around 8 p.m. tonight, and I'll have the rest of the evening to get this done. Cheers, and let's jump back into it. So this is all we have so far. That's it. That's all I did last night. Well, and this page. And over here, I've got the plan for both sides. This is side 1, flip it over, side 2, 34 pages total. So I've checked off the intro. The second page, I've done the base, so I'm gonna finish that up. And this is everything else I have to do today. So I think I'm gonna come back to the itinerary after I'm done with the rest of it, so that I can, it's kind of like a table of contents, so that I can be more like accurate. This is the information that I've got for these 4 pages. One of the nice things about this being like cardboard instead of regular paper is I can use Sharpie and it doesn't bleed through. It normally would if I was using like a regular paper notebook. Gotta go to work, so I will get back to it in 3 hours. So I have a 3-hour shift at my restaurant job, and a few days ago somebody called and they were like, oh, are you open on Christmas or Christmas Eve? And I was like, oh, I don't know, let me check, let me ask my boss. So I went to the owner and I was like, are we open on Christmas Eve? And he was like, yeah, but we close at 6. And I was like, okay. So I've been telling people we close at 6. And since then, I've been like seriously second guessing if he ever told me that. Because I'm scheduled today until like 8 p.m. And so now I'm kind of like, I wonder if we are open for the whole night, and I've just been telling people that we close at 6. And maybe we'll all get to go home at 6 because I've told everyone we close at 6 and now no one will come after 6 p.m. We'll see. Anyway, I hope I get to go home early because I'm only halfway through the scrapbook. Still have the entire back side to do, and I haven't done all of the front side either. So we're really cutting it close, but you know what? It's art and it's fun and nothing is ever that serious. So yeah, we're just woo! Okay, wish me luck. I really don't want to go to work right now. Nail. So I was mistaken. We closed at 8 p.m. So yeah, I've got 4 hours before it is officially Christmas. I have a feeling I'm gonna be working into the wee hours of Christmas, but that's fine. I was trying to like brainstorm ideas for more scrapbooking pages while I was working, but it was pretty busy, except people were not in the holiday spirit. Nobody was tipping, like, at all. Not even, like, $1 or $2 tips. Anyway, additionally, today at work, I broke my thumbnail. Not, like, a little bit. Like, halfway through the thumbnail. So it is fully broken through the part that is, like, supposed to cover my bare nail bed. Like, the skin. I'm sorry if that's painting a disgusting picture, but it's really painful. And I broke it cleaning the men's bathroom, so God knows what germs are now in my thumb. I've got to clean it when I get home, and so that's fun. Okay, I'm back, baby. Let's get into it. I had like no ideas for this page except the itinerary said that there was a lot of driftwood on the beach, and I had a scrap of paper with a wood pattern, so I took it and ran. I wanted to see if I could make a little interactive pull tab moment where you can make the paraglider glide. I also had 2 associated images for these locations, so I used one to have the paraglider literally glide over the place that we saw them gliding in real life, and that ended up pretty cool. Okay, so this is the background. Now I'm gonna take this in front of it. my dad's itinerary, he included a lot of fun facts about the whales that we saw when we went whale watching. So since it seemed relevant to his memory of the trip, I'm including a cute little fact sheet about the whales and their migration habits in a page that's kind of reminiscent of school notes. It's so messy. This is like the fucking scrapbooking Olympics. It's almost 6 a.m. I've made a disaster of the room. And this is what I've finished so far. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages to go. Off all the information from the itinerary that he gave me that I wanted to use. So I'm done with this. I'm almost finished here. I'm on my last page. But honestly, I'm gonna spend Christmas cleaning up. Low-key. I'm finally finished. Ah! Okay, so I'll admit, some of this is maybe not my most impressive work, but I'm pretty damn proud of this scrapbook. I put this together in literally like 24 hours, maybe a little less than 24 hours total. Anyway, I totally stand by this. This is pretty cool. and I'm just now starting to feel tired. It's like 8:30 a.m. Nobody else is awake yet, but I'm finished and it's Christmas Day, so I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. It was an honor to have you come along and join me for this. So, yep, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time.